This is Dennis Brown with TKR Studio, and welcome to 5-Minute Photoshop. In the previous two lessons, I showed you how to get pictures from your camera into the computer, showed you a few ways to do that, and also gave you some tips and guidelines on organizing folders and files within your computer. Today I want to get to something a little more interesting, a little more fun, which is image editing or post-processing. And right now we're in the Adobe Bridge. That's the file organizer and viewer that comes with Photoshop. To open an image from within Bridge, you simply double-click it. And I'm going to double-click on this top left image of a capuchin monkey. And it opens right up within Photoshop. So now we're in Photoshop. And the first thing I like to do when I'm in Photoshop editing an image is to press the F key to go into full screen mode. Full screen mode doesn't have a border around the image, and it's just a cleaner look that I prefer. There's also an icon on the toolbar on the left here, lower left, that takes you into full screen mode. I want to show you a very simple way to adjust brightness and contrast to this image. There are many ways to do it within Photoshop, but I'm showing you a very simple one right now. I'm going to go to the Image menu, and then Adjustments, and then under that, Brightness and Contrast. That opens up this little dialog box that has just two sliders. Move brightness to the right to increase brightness, or to the left to decrease. I'm going to go a little brighter on this image. Contrast, same thing. Move slider to the right to increase contrast, or to the left to decrease contrast. I want to bump up the contrast a little bit. And there's a before and after preview checkbox here. This is before, after, and before and after. When the image looks about right, click OK. And by the way, there is no absolute right or wrong when doing adjustments like this. I will give you my opinion on many images as we go through lessons, but my way is not always the right way. Once the image looks about right to you, click OK, and that commits the change to the image. So now we've bumped up the brightness and contrast to this image, and it's been applied to the image, and you can save it and you'd be done if that's all you wanted to do. Having shown you this, I'm going to tell you that we'll never ever do it this way again, and you should not either. The proper way to do adjustments within Photoshop and also within Elements is to use layers. But I'm not ready to introduce you to layers yet. We'll get to layers in the next few tutorials, and they'll be an integral part of post-processing from now on after this one lesson. I just wanted to show you a quick and dirty way to do a brightness and contrast adjustment to an image. And now I want to jump over to Elements and do the same thing within Elements, just so you Elements users know how to do it. Use the PC shortcut to get to Elements, holding down the Alt key and then pressing Tab repeatedly until I see Elements Organizer, and here we are. To open an image in the Organizer, you right-click on it and then select Edit with Photoshop Elements Editor, and there we are. Now we are in the Elements Editor, and to do this same brightness and contrast adjustment to this image that we did in Photoshop, I am going to select Enhance and then Adjust Lighting, and under that, Brightness and Contrast. Here's a dialog box very similar to what we saw in Photoshop. It's got the two sliders, Brightness and Contrast. We're going to go up a little bit in brightness and up a little bit in contrast. We'll do a before and after, before, after. When it looks about right, click OK, and that change is committed to the image. Once again, this is not the way we're going to do it from now on. From now on, we will be using layers in Elements and also in Photoshop, but I just wanted to show you the quick and dirty way of doing a basic enhancement to an image. And we're going to leave it right there for today. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.